What's up and welcome to the iBall Radio Game of the Week here at SPARKMAN High School versus SPARKMAN versus Bob Jones. And I got my guy. Listen, before we get into all that, I got to tell y'all something. A little different today. Breezy is not on location. He is producing a show via at the house. And I got my guy with me tonight. Lance from Huntsville is in the building with me tonight, man. So we will be on the call for tonight's game. Should be a good one. It should be a good one, a rivalry game. And I say, listen, before I bring my guy Lance on, we already had YB playing and the crowd turned up. So it should be a really fun one, man. But welcome to the iBall Radio Game of the Week here with Bob Jones versus SPARKMAN from SPARKMAN High School here in Huntsville, Alabama. Lance, let's preview this game real quick, man. I'm sorry I forgot to put my phone up so we can see ourselves, but preview the game for me, Lance. What do you think we're going to have from tonight's matchup?
Well, first of all, the crowd is definitely aware that Ty Pace, the former SPARKMAN senator, is now a Bob Jones Patriot. And the energy's in the building. This is both of these teams' first game. So I'm excited to see them tip it up and get it going. These are not in the area, but in Madison County. And it's just exciting to see both of these guys got big-time talent on both sides of the ball.
Yeah, man. Coach Starkey, Coach Threadgill, two experienced coaches who are ready to go, that I really think have their squads prepared, ready to play. This is SPARKMAN's first game of the season. This is their tip-off game, and Bob Jones has already got a couple of games under their belt. So do you think, Lance, I'm gonna ask you this question, do you think that part of it will be any different because Bob Jones has already played? They got the first game jitters out. This is SPARKMAN's first game. Do you think that's going to play a part in this ball game tonight?
It always does, especially, SPARKMAN's got a couple new pieces that they're working with tonight, and practice is one thing, game is another. Just a reminder, this is live TV.
Yeah, you can always hear us, but always got to change the batteries out sometimes. My boy Breezy, he has rectified that issue for us, so we shouldn't be having that issue too much longer.
I just want y'all to know, we talk about North Alabama basketball a lot. It's standing room only in here.
Yeah, it really is.
From the top to the bottom.
So we're going to set the scene for you, man. Like I mentioned, we are here at SPARKMAN High School for the iBall Radio Game of the Week, SPARKMAN versus Bob Jones. Great crowd in the building. 2 live Qs in the building. And I'm going to tell you, AL.com is in the building. I have counted 12 videographers with cameras standing around the court.
At
least 12. That's just what I've counted.
Local news.
It is an incredible atmosphere, and this is why we say North Alabama basketball is the mecca of basketball, because people come out, they care. The crowd, the community, the student body, the administration, the fans, everybody comes out to support high school basketball here in North Alabama, and it's a sight to see. And I'm hoping we get a really good game tonight because, in my opinion, these are really two evenly matched teams. We're going to take a quick break, and we'll be right back after this with the start of Bob Jones versus SPARKMAN here for the iBall Radio Game of the Week. 2-0 early. Bob Jones lead. And it's a turnover by Bob Jones on the pressure. Senators basketball. To throw it in. Landon Howard turns it over on the fast break. And a bang out early for number 4, MJ Robinson with the big-time dunk. And they called a technical foul on the play. Technical foul. Come on, referees now. We coming to North Alabama. I'm not here to see you, referee. That's a terrible call. That's a terrible call early in the game with a bang out to get the crowd going, and you called a technical foul. I just don't get it. I don't get it. First free throw up by Eli Bannister is no good on a technical free throw. That's one of those things they say, ball don't lie. Ball don't lie. Eli Bannister, second free throw up and is good on the second technical free throw. 6:33 here in the ball game. Patriots lead 4-3 over the Senators. Senators basketball taking it out. Eli Bannister. He throws it in to Johnson. Johnson back to Bannister. Being guarded by Robinson. And it's a turnover. Second turnover early here by Sparkman. Harrison Lockett with it up top. Hand off to Crockett. Crockett over to Robinson. Now to Parks. Parks backs down. Back out to Crockett. Crockett kick it to the corner to Worthington for 3, and it's good. Big time basket. And that's a oh, come on, man. Listen. I can't take this. I can't. I'm sorry, y'all. Early in the ball game. It's a rivalry game. He turned and said something to the crowd, and they called another technical foul. That's too much, man. Eli Bannister, technical free throw. First one's up and good. Second technical foul for Bannister coming up. It's up and it's good. Two early technicals have been called already. For what, I don't know. I'm curious to know why, but 2 technical fouls have been called. Senator basketball. Bannister to take it out. Gets it over to Clark. Clark pulls up. Over Parks. He misses it. Rebound to Lockett. Lockett pushing up. Looking. He gets downhill. Gets to the basket. And a foul is called. Foul is on number 1. Tyreek Clark. His first personal foul. Pass it in. Robinson to Parks. Back to Robinson. And a 3-ball is good. Bang. E.J. Robinson with the 3-point basket. Bannister with it up top. Being pressured by Lockett. Lockett is one of the best on-ball defenders in the state. He gets it. Bannister scoops up. No good. Last touch by the Patriots. Excuse me. Oh, last touch by the Senators. Bob Jones basketball. Bob Jones throws it in. Ty Pace, the former Senator with the basketball right now. Guarded by Clark. Full court. Making him turn. Pace. Nearly a turnover. And he does turn it over. Hits it up. Up to Clark. Clark up to Howard for 3. No good. Rebound up. Shot is blocked by Parks. Picked up by Lockett, but it's now loose ball turned over to Johnson. He misses the layup, gets his own rebound up again, and he's fouled. Nice work underneath by Zach Johnson, working hard. Zach Johnson goes to the free throw line to shoot 2. First free throw. Up and is no good. Prepare for the second free throw. Up and is good by Zach Johnson. Patriots get it in quick. Ty Pace up the court. Being guarded by Clark. Throws it into Parks. Parks a handoff to Lockett. Lockett over to Robinson. Robinson 3-ball, no good. Parks hustles. And it's out on Sparkman. Bob Jones basketball underneath. Robinson looking to throw it in. Gets it in to Pace. Pace drives baseline. Kicks it out. Stolen by Johnson. Almost back to Robinson. He picks it up. Step back too long. 2, no good. Fight for the rebound. Thrown out to Bannister. Bannister throws it up for the alley-oop. And it's good by number 5, Landon Malone with the alley-oop basket. And a foul on Johnson on the transition. Ball out on the side, Patriots basketball. Lockett to throw it in, throws it into the backcourt to Parks. Parks over to Pace. Pace brings it up. Up top, calling the play between the circles. Pace drives left, kicks it to Robinson. Robinson head fake, spin move, stolen by Johnson, picked up by Pace. Corner 3, blocked by Clark. Clark throws it up to Bannister. Bannister, pull up 3-ball on transition, no good. Tipped up by Johnson, no good. Rebound by Robinson. Robinson kicks it out to Pace. Pace to the corner to Lockett for 3, no good again. Offensive rebound by Robinson. He takes the 3, no good. Rebound by Johnson. Johnson to Bannister. This score is at a breakneck pace, and he travels with the basketball. Turnover by Malone. 10-8, Bob Jones leads here early in the first quarter. Well, midway through the first quarter, 3:19 to go. We are here at the iBall Radio Game of the Week here from Sparkman High School. Sparkman versus Bob Jones rivalry game here in North Alabama. Make sure you join us on the iBall Radio YouTube page, iBallRadio.com, and Facebook and Instagram. Stolen by Sparkman. Sparkman kicks it over to Bannister. Good pass, Bannister to Malone, and he wedges it between the basket. That will be a jump ball. Possession arrow goes to Bob Jones. Lance, this game is being played at a breakneck pace right now, man. They are really getting up and down the court. Patriots bring it up with Lockett. Lockett on the left wing, looking for a screen, rejects the screen, goes off and he step back, fall away, jump shot, no good. Rebound, MJ Robinson out the top, Pace for 3, short. Rebound, Sparkman. Over to Malone. Malone kicks it up to Williams. Williams to Johnson, and Johnson goes in and lays it in with a tough layup by Zach Johnson. But Bob Jones is right back, no hesitation. Lockett shifts. Good pass inside, and it's blocked by Bannister, and they call a foul. Going to the long line for Bob Jones is number 14, Brian Killiam. 2 shots, first free throw is up and no good for Killiam. Second free throw on the way. Up and is no good. Rebound, Zach Johnson for Sparkman. Kicks it over to Williams, and he turns it over. Bob Jones basketball. Harrison Lockett bring it in across half court. Penetrates right. And a foul on the play. Foul is on number 23, Zach Johnson. His second personal foul. 14 foul by Sparkman. Bob Robinson to throw it in. He throws it in to Killiam. It turned out almost a turnover. Picked up by 21, McNeil. McNeil to the top to Jacob Parks. And a technical is called. Technical foul called on Bob Jones. That is the third technical foul in the first quarter on Bob Jones. I understand that this is a rivalry game, but it is a lot of action. Going to the line to shoot the technical free throws for Sparkman is number 4, Landon Howard. First free throw is up and rattles out, no good. In substitution in for Bob Jones, number 34. Gill checks in for Bob Jones. Second technical free throw on the way for Howard. Up, and that is no good. It rims out. Steps to the line and misses both free throws into the game for Sparkman. And number 24, Bird, his first action of the night. Sparkman basketball. Looking to throw it in is number 12, Williams. Kicks it into Malone, right back to Williams. He slices to the rim for the layup. Bob Jones gets it into Parks, over to Lockett. Lockett's bringing it up. Calling for a screen, rejects the screen, goes baseline, kicks it out to Parks. Jacob Parks for 3, no good, off for him. Rebound to Lockett. Nice offensive rebound. He gets to the hole, lefty gets up and misses the layup. Fight for the rebound, picked up by Malone, kicked out to Williams. Williams pull up three-pointer, and it's off, no good. Rebound by number 34, Gill for Bob Jones as he kicks it up, going to Lockett. Lockett downhill, crossover, gets to the basket, blocked by Williams. He pushes it up in transition. Williams short. Howard, bucket. Big time three-point basket by Landon Howard. As the Senators take a 15-12 lead with 45 seconds left in the first quarter. Lock it out front with it. Jacob Parks, quick three-pointer. It's off front rim. Rebound by Howard. Howard out to Malone. Malone is stripped, saved by Lockett. Lockett's pushing it up. Harrison Lockett to the corner to Gill. Gill three-pointer, no good. Rebound, Bird, he pushes it up, throws it up to Malone. Malone puts it up, kicks it out to Williams. Williams for 3, no good. Rebound by Bird, quick shot, bang! And that will do it for the first quarter. 17-10. Sparkman leads Bob Jones here in this rivalry after the first quarter. We're going to stay right here with you, man. I got to say, that was one of the most wacky, I'm going to call it wacky, Lance, first quarters that you've seen. We had 3 technical fouls on Bob Jones and 3 missed technical free throws by Sparkman.
Yeah, that was interesting that they were calling that, but then they were letting a lot of other stuff really, really go. It looked like to me that both teams came in and said, we're going to push the basketball.
Right. Both of them are playing extremely fast in transition right now, getting up and down, looking to get early offense. However, Bob Jones started out with a lead, but it just seems like those 3 technical fouls took them out of rhythm. What is Coach Starkey in the huddle saying right now to his guys to say, hey, let's pull this back, let's reel this in so we can focus on and do what we got to do to make sure we execute?
I think this is one of the games where if you will shot fake and pass fake, because the defenses are being so aggressive, that you're going to start to get some easy looks if you'll shot fake and pass fake.
Well, there you have it, man. We're ready for the second quarter. Sparkman basketball to start the second. Throw it in. Get it over to D. Williams. Williams to Howard. Howard on the right wing, dribbling. Going one-on-one. Kicks it over to Malone. Malone open. Kicks it to Bird. Bird for 3. Bang! Knocks down the young fella. Getting it in early with 5 straight points. Cross half court. Jacob Parks kicks it out to the top. Out to Crooked. Crooked looking. Head fake Gill, but he traveled. Turnover.
I think it's interesting that Bob Jones started the second quarter in a 2-3 zone.
Yeah, it looks like they're trying to slow down Sparkman's action, but it doesn't look like it's happening. All right, right now, D. Williams. Over to Bird. Bird up top to Malone. To the left wing to Williams. Williams up top to Howard. Howard puts it on the floor. Going right, and he carried the basketball. Nice set being ran by Coach Threadgill, but a little over dribbling on that possession. Looks like that Coach Threadgill's telling them right now he wants you to get the basketball out of your hands. Sparkman in the man-to-man. Up top, Pace. Kicks it over to Parks. Parks to the left, right wing to Pace. Pace gets stuck on the baseline and turns it over. Sparkman basketball. Bird with it on the left wing. Out top to Stone. Off. Howard misses the jump shot. Rebound Bob Jones. Ty Pace has it. Kicks it over. McNeil with the jump shot. No good. Bird pushes it up. Cross to Howard. Howard throws it up, and good hustle by McNeil. Out of bounds. Ball stays with Sparkman. Back at it. Steal by Jacob Parks. What was the call? Loose ball foul on the steal. Harrison Lockett. Lockett, that's his first personal foul. Into the game for Sparkman. Tyreek Clark subbing in for Howard. Clark has it underneath, looking to throw it in. Gets it to Bird, and Bird with a quick 3. Another one goes down. 8 quick points for Bird. 5 of them coming here in the second quarter. Jacob Parks to the hole, strong, and he's fouled. It's fouled by Landon Malone. Actually, they call that foul on Bird, his first personal foul. Going to this line to shoot 2, Jacob Parks. First free throw is up, and it's short, no good. Jacob Park steps to the line for the second free throw. It's up and no good. He misses both. That's a rarity right there for Jacob Parks to miss both free throws. Sparkman up quick with the basketball. On the right wing, Tyreek Clark spins over the Bird and illegal screen. Good call by the referee.
I think it's interesting how fast Bob Jones got out of that zone.
One possession, and they were done. There we go. Bob Jones back up. Ty Pace pushes it up quick. Over to Robinson. Robinson up over to Lockett. Lockett has it. Over to Cook and Jacob Parks down the line, and he's fouled. Foul is on number 1, Tyreek Clark. His third personal foul. Tyreek Clark in early foul trouble.
I know we talked about this a little bit, that Bob Jones wanted to slow it down, but since they've slowed it down, it's not been in their favor. It was helter-skelter. It was better.
First free throw up by Jacob Parks is no good. I agree, Lance. I think Bob Jones needs to pick that pace back up, right? When they were coming out and they were running, they were making threes and they were shooting shots. They've been stuck on 10 points for a very long time, right? I don't think they scored here in the second quarter yet. Jacob Parks, second free throw up and is good. Sparkman throws it in. Howard. Up top, guarded by Lockett. He gets trapped. Jacob Parks comes for the double team. He picks up his dribble. They got him. And timeout, Greg Gill.
And just a note, it was 10-2, and then 3 technicals, which they only made 3 out of the 4 shots. But look at the score now.
23-11, man. 23-11, 5:07 here. They are actually right now on a 21-1 run for Sparkman. Huge run for Sparkman right now. 23-11, 5:07 left in the second quarter. 30-second timeout by Threadgill. Very exciting, high-paced game right now. The scoring has tailed off. They're not scoring as much when they first started out with all that excitement that they came out with. However, Sparkman has kept up the defense. Lance, let me ask you this. Is it Sparkman's defense or is it Bob Jones being out of whack offensively? And one underneath for Malone. Foul on Parks. Great drive and dish right there by Howard. But Lance, I'm going to go back to that question. Do you think it's more of Sparkman's defense or those technical fouls taking Bob Jones out of their sync?
Well, Bob Jones' defensive intensity has definitely changed since then. I mean, Sparkman's getting open looks. I mean, the kid knocked down 2 or 3 three-pointers right after that, and they've just not looked back.
First free throw is up, and one free throw is no good by Malone. Rebound to Bob Jones. Harrison Lockett coming up. Pitches it to MJ Robinson. Lockett kicks it, throws it away. James Bird on the steal. Howard kicks it over to Bannister. Bannister to the hole, blocked by Parks. Parks strips it, stays with Sparkman.
I think Bob Jones is better when they're the enforcer, being more physical.
Out to Robinson. Robinson tracks it down and he steps on the line. Sparkman with the basketball, passes it into Malone, back to Bannister. Bannister brings it up, walks it across half court, guarded by Lockett. Passes over to Malone. Backdoor, but Bird tests it up and in. He is 100% right now. He is yet to miss a shot, and he's in double figures with 10 points now for James Bird. Lockett brings it up. Guarded by Johnson. Fouls on number 5, Malone. His first personal foul. 4th team foul on the Senators. Worthington back into the basketball game. Screen for Lockett. Lockett dribbling. Going one-on-one. Kicks it baseline. Over the top. Pace for three. Bang. Knocked down. 27-14. 3:54. And we got a timeout on the floor. 30-second timeout by Coach Starkey. 27-14 here from the iBall Radio Game of the Week. Sparkman versus Bob Jones. We're going to take a quick break. We'll be right back after this message. We're back. Sparkman with the basketball. Eli Bannister, quick three, off the mark. Fight for the basketball. Over to Howard. Howard for three, it's off the mark. Rebound, Lockett. Looking up, kicks it up to Parks. Parks up to Robinson. Robinson, quick three, corner, off the mark. Worthington tips it up, no good. Bannister misses it. Robinson picks it up and is knocked out of bounds. Ball stays here with Bob Jones. Substitution in the game for Sparkman. Number 21, Jaden Amari McNeil checks into the game for Sparkman. Foul is on number 2, Miles Johnson. His second personal foul. And that will put Bob Jones in the bonus. Going to the line to shoot 2 free throws is Harrison Lockett. First free throw is up and good. Second free throw on the way, and it is good. Substitution for the Patriots into the game, number 14. Killiam, and he replaces Jacob Parks. Little 1-3-1, full court press, kick it over, rotate, three-pointer by Johnson's no good. Rebound to Eli Bannister, he's fouled. Eli Bannister steps to the line for 2 free throws. First one's up and is good. Substitution back in the game. Parks comes back in for Killian. Quick little breather for Parks. Second free throw for Bannister is up and also good. Full court man-to-man for Sparkman. Ty Pace brings it up. Coach Starkey calling out the set. Over to Worthington. Worthington, push it to the corner to Lockett. Good move. He goes up and he's blocked as he tries to punch it on Malone, and Malone stuffs him. Up to Malone, and he tries to go up. Oh, what a lay by Malone. Great play on both ends by Landon Malone. Lock it up quick to Parks. Parks, quick three-pointer, and it's good. Sparkman, Johnson being guarded by Robinson. Kicks it to the corner, and that's a travel. Great pressure defense that time by Bob Jones. MJ Robinson pressured Howard all the way up the court. Made him turn it over. That was great pressure, great defense by Bob Jones on that possession. 31-19, 2 minutes to go here in the second quarter. Tie pace, crossed half court, calling for a screen with Jacob Parks. He pushes, and he's called for a travel. Turnover by the Patriots. Sparkman basketball. 1-3-1 full court pressure for Bob Jones. Eli Bannister bringing it up, walks into the trap, kicks it cross court to McNeil. McNeil drives in, no good, throws it up to Pace. Pace running, throws it up, floater, no good, rebound Robinson, stripped by Bannister and it's stolen. Now it's stolen back by Worthington and it's knocked out of bounds. Stays with Sparkman. This game is being played at an absolute breakneck pace. Both teams are getting up and down. 31-19, 1:29 remaining before halftime. Official timeout. Wet spot on the floor. Man, so much is going on in this basketball game. That last possession by Landon Malone was one of the best possessions you're going to see in basketball. Harrison Lockett drives baseline, goes up to dunk on Malone. He blocks it, meets him at the rim, runs the floor, and then has a spectacular finish on the other end. That was just a great possession. Sparkman basketball. McNeil bringing it up against Lockett. Over to Howard. Back to McNeil. Bob Jones goes back to that 2-3 zone. Skip past the Bannister to the corner to Johnson, and it's blocked by Jacob Parks. Substitution for Bob Jones. Killian replaces Parks. Step back for Johnson. And it's a foul.
One, two. Hear me, Breezy?
Mic check, mic check. First free throw by Johnson's no good. Second free throw by Johnson's up and good. 32-19. Sparkman leads. Ethan Worthington brings it across half court. Backdoor cut. Nice. Reverse layup, no good. Tip back up and in by MJ Robinson. Howard with the basketball over to Bannister. Bannister back to Howard. Howard for quick three, and it's good. Deep three by Landon Howard, and foul on the play. Ethan Worthington going to the line to shoot two. First free throw's no good. Second free throw up and is good for Worthington. Howard kicks it up. Howard with the ball up top between the circles, guarded by Lockett. 2-3 zone for Bob Jones. 7 seconds on the clock. Hicks with the basketball over the banisters for three, short. And that will do it for the first half here from the iBall Radio. Game of the week between Sparkman and Bob Jones. Into the half, Sparkman leads Bob Jones 35-23. We will be right back after this message from the iBall Radio Game of the Week right here on iBallRadio.com and the iBall Radio YouTube page. We getting the sound. Mic check 1, 2. And we're back here from the iBall Radio game of the week. Derek Williams, D. Will, the coach, here with our guy, Lance from Huntsville. Lance, give me your first half breakdown, man. That was a crazy first half of basketball. Good job.
Yeah, for sure. Bob Jones tried to play quite a few different defenses.
Right.
But I think the first half really boiled down to they came out on fire. Intensity, making shots, all that type of thing. Those three techs just really took the wind out of their sail for a minute. And then it was like the last 2 or 3 minutes, they found it again. But credit to Sparkman.
Yeah,
they have been tough.
Right. This team is playing a lot better than we saw that night we came over here. Right. We had a conversation. It was like, it was kind of, but we get it. That was an exhibition. It was for the crowd. However, the way that they're playing tonight is a brand of basketball that we didn't expect to see from them. Exactly. Threadgill has them playing extremely tough so far in this basketball game.
And one of the things we talked about earlier today was we seen Coach Threadgill play a lot of zone, and they've not played zone one time. Right.
They have played man-to-man the entire game. You saw Bob Jones try to switch up the defense by going with a 1-3-1 full court press. Then they brought it back to half, and then they went to a 2-3 zone. Coach Starkey is trying a bunch of things to try to get Bob Jones going. But I agree, Lance, those 3 technical fouls, I really believe just took them out of sync.
And then on top of that, then Coach Starkey made a sub and put Ty Pace in the game.
Right.
And he tried way too hard. I think a couple turnovers, a couple missed shots. You could tell the nerves were there.
Right. He did end up knocking down a 3-pointer, got himself going. However, it's been an extremely fast-paced, high-energy game. Real quick, Lance, we got 12 seconds coming back to halftime. What do you expect here in the second half?
Bob Jones got to make shots. I mean, it really boils down to they have to make something on the perimeter because they're a good driving team, but Sparkman's just hanging out there and saying, bring it to us. Man, there's so many coaches in the building.
All the coaches. Like, we got Coach Jeremy Crutcher in the building, man. Y'all know I'm going to steal him and get him on the mic before the night's over with. But here we are, man, back for second half right here, 7:55, start the third quarter. Bob Jones with the basketball, driving baseline, Lockett throws it in, up, and no foul is called. Sparkman with the basketball, pushing it out. Howard throws it away over to Tyreek Clark, picks up the loose ball and knocks down the early 3-point basket here to get Sparkman in the scoring column again early here in the third quarter. Foul by Sparkman on number 3, Eli Bannister. His second personal foul. First team foul. Going to the line to shoot 2. Jacob Parks. First one's up and good.
It sure seems like Bob Jones' nerves have settled down even in the first, just 30 seconds of this second half.
Jacob Parks, second free throw. Up and is good. 38-25, 7:25 here in the third quarter. Tyreek Clark being guarded by Ethan Worthington. Full court. Eli Bannister, head fake, drives baseline, kicks it back out to Clark. Clark with another 3. Bang! Back-to-back 3-pointers for Tyreek Clark to start this third quarter. Bob Jones back up quick. Jacob Parks, head fake, goes to the hole, lays it in. Beautiful play by Jacob Parks, the Air Force commit. Sparkman with the basketball, bringing it back down. Tyreek Clark, guarded by Robinson. They run out for the double team. Into Johnson. Johnson kicks it over to London. Over to Howard. And he's fouled, shooting a 3-pointer by Jacob Parks.
That's never a good choice.
That's never a good choice. I love the effort. However, you have to close out under control. Now, I will tell you this: Jacob Parks did block a 3-pointer in the first half. So once you get one, you think you can get another, and you saw it on that play. Going to the line to shoot 3 free throws. Landon Howard, first one is up and good. Second free throw on the way. Up, and he misses it off back rim. One more free throw for Landon Howard here at Sparkman, 42-27, 6:25 in the third quarter. Third free throw is up and good. Bob Jones with the basketball. Sparkman comes out with a little pressure, little 2-2-1 full court pressure. Cross-court pass stolen by Bannister. Bannister throws it up, and it's stolen by Worthington. Worthington on the push to Jacob Parks, and he bulldozes, and that's a charging foul. Oh, my goodness. That is the fourth personal foul on Jacob Parks here early in the third quarter. That is really going to hurt Bob Jones. He's been doing majority of the scoring so far for Bob Jones, and with him going out with 4 personal fouls, that's really going to put Coach Starkey in a situation where he's going to have to really use his bench and go deep into his depth to get some scoring and also try to cut into this lead. Sparkman with the basketball, swinging it around. Howard in the corner, handoff to Bannister. Bannister throws it, turnover, kicked it to Parks. Parks up to Crockett, and he's blocked and is knocked out of bounds. Ball stays with Bob Jones. Bob Jones has it, and it's turned over by Killiam. Johnson on a fast break. He takes off, and there's a block by Killiam, but they call a foul. Zach Johnson will go to the line to shoot 2 free throws. First free throw is up and good for Johnson. Substitution for Bob Jones in the game. J.J. Stone replacing Reese Crockett. Second free throw for Johnson is up and good. Big man steps to the line and knocks down both free throws. Coach Threadgill stays in the 2-2-1 full court press. Kicks it up to M.J. Robinson. Quick 3. Off back rim, rebound Killiam, tapped away by Clark to Bannister. Bannister on a fast break, stripped from behind by Robinson. Clark trapped in the corner. And great timeout by Coach Threadgill as Howard was trapped in the corner.
Real quick at this timeout, I just want to, for all you reality show junkies at half court, we got Love and Marriage from the O sitting half court tonight. Let's see if we can get the passerbys to pass us by. And there you go.
"30-second timeout coming back. 5:06 here in the third quarter. Sparkman leads 45-27 over Bob Jones. Sparkman to throw it in. Good defense by Ty Pace. Tapped out of bounds. Ball stays with Sparkman. Howard over to Johnson. Tries to throw it inside. And it's a turnover. Great hustle by Ty Pace getting in the passing lane. Foul on number 23, Zach Johnson, going after the loose ball. Loose ball foul on Zach Johnson. Good call by the referee. Ty Pace brings it up. Blows by Tyreek Clark over to Robinson. Quick three. Up and bounces around. No good. And that's another loose ball foul on Zach Johnson. That will be his 4th personal foul. 2 back-to-back fouls on Zach Johnson.
Surprised that Starkey hasn't ran a couple sets just to get something going. It just seems like they're really depending so much on the dribble penetration kick. Just maybe run a set to get an easy look for somebody.
Harrison Lockett penetrates, kicks it over. Up top. Whoa. Richardson turns it over. Up to Howard, throws it up to Landon Johnson for the alley-oop jam. Ty Pace back, breakneck speed. Up and 1 for Ty Pace. I'm telling you, Lance, in this basketball game, you do not have time to celebrate. There's no flexing. There's no high-fiving. You better make the play and get back on defense because they are playing at a breakneck pace. Ty Pace downhill for the and 1. Free throw is up and good.
He's settled in a little bit now.
Ty Pace is looking like he's settled down just a little bit. Tyreek Clark bringing it up. Guarded by Green. 3 ball by Eli Bannister. Technical foul on Eli Bannister for talking. That is the 4th technical foul called in this basketball game. I get it, but I don't. Like, read the room, referee. Read the room. First free throw is up and good for Pace. Second technical free throw on the way. Takes his dribbles. And it's up and good. 50-32, 4:02 left here in the third quarter. Ty Pace bringing it across half court. Guarded by Howard, blows by behind the back, crossover. Over to Harrison, Lockett. Lockett jab step to the middle, blocked by Johnson. Johnson pushing it up and he throws it away. Still by Ty Pace. He comes right back. Layup. Tavion Richardson misses the layup. Foul on Johnson. That's his 2nd personal foul. $15 foul. That would put Bob Jones in the penalty. Going to the line to shoot 2 is number 1, Harrison Lockett. First free throw is no good. Second free throw up, and it's no good. Rims out. He gets his own rebound. Up and under, takes it up, misses the layup. Rebound by Rebound by Miles Johnson. Kicks it up to Landon Johnson. Sidestep, reverse layup, and it's good. By Landon Malone. Ty Pace back quick, and he turns it over. And it's laid in by D. Williams. Timeout, Bob Jones. Sparkman has got some separation in this basketball game. Up 22 points. Lance, let me ask you, did you suspect for this to be the score in the third quarter?
No, not if you'd asked me at the beginning of the game, no. And then for them to make several threes coming out of the half to push the lead, and then Bob Jones just not taking care of the basketball.
I agree, man. Bob Jones has some uncharacteristic turnovers right now, right? I don't know if they're playing too fast, because if you watch Ty Pace, when he's getting the basketball, man, he is taking off down the floor. I don't know if he has any rhyme or reason of where he's going. He's just getting there, and I agree. They haven't ran a lot of sets. It's like a lot of open, I don't want to call it street ball play, but it's just willy-nilly.
I've not seen one set, actually, that I can recall, which is surprising, and some of that could be, Jacob Parks with his foul trouble. I don't know, but it does not seem like a Coach Starkey coach team to me at the moment.
I completely agree with you, because his teams are usually very organized. Coming back from timeout, here we go. 54-32, 3:08 left in the third quarter. Bob Jones with the basketball. Ethan Worthing up top between the circles. Kicks it over to Ty Pace. Jab step. Over to MJ Robinson. Pull up three-pointer. And it's short. Hey, listen, that ATO by Coach Starkey, he got the shot he wanted, right? You love to see coaches come out and execute. His players executed. Shot just didn't fall. Sparkman basketball. Landon Malone kicks it up to D. Williams, over to Johnson, over to Bird. Bird pull up. He hadn't missed the shot all night. He misses his first one. Ethan Worthing with the rebound. Worthing pushing up. Kicks it over to Cockett, misses the shot. Johnson downhill, lays it up, and he misses the layup. That was halfway down. Turnover. Robinson tried to get it to Mitchell. Mitchell can control it. Sparkman picks up the loose ball. Bird over to Williams. Williams, pull up three ball. Short, right off the front rim. Rebound, Ethan Worthing. Worthing on Johnson. Blows by. Kicks it out. Back up top to Pace. Pace on the isolation. Pull up three ball. Off the rim. Nobody back for Bob Jones. Nobody back for Bob Jones. That is an easy layup for Miles Johnson. Nobody running in transition and defense for Bob Jones on that play. Here's the problem that I have with it. Ty Pace took the shot. Ty Pace was the one contesting the shot on the other end. The other four players for Bob Jones had absolutely no hustle or fight in them. They just walked it up the court and allowed an easy layup.
A lot of frustration setting in with the Bob Jones guys. Just even on that offensive possession, like everybody just stood and watched.
Right.
And then they stood and watched some more.
Right.
They got a free layup.
First free throw up by Reese Cuckett is off the mark. Second free throw on the way. It is up, and it's no good. Rebound by Bird. Throws it up to Howard. Howard guarded by Pace on the left wing. Takes it back up top. Crossover. And he gets to the hole. Big move by Howard. Ethan Worthing pushes it up quick over to Cookett. Cookett. And he's fouled. He'll go back to the line to shoot two.
Hey, don't look now, but it's about to be a 30 ball.
Wow. If you'd asked me before this basketball game who I liked, I don't know. I don't want to put myself out there. First free throw is up and no good.
All I'm going to say is this the last live. What did Thread Gill say? He said, we'll see.
We'll see. Second free throws are up and good. Bird turns it over. Robinson. Worthing picks it up, pushes it up, kicks it in. New players in for Bob Jones, number 5, B.J. Carter, and he instantly throws the ball away. Bird with the basketball, bringing it across, double team, kicks it over to Williams. Williams crossover, gets downhill to the goal.
How much is Bob Jones missing Caden Ricketts right now?
Whew. Out of bounds off Bob Jones. Ball stays with Sparkman. D. Williams to throw it in. Looking. Tapped out the Bird. Wide open three. And he misses it. Lock it on the fast break. And he throws it down. Sparkman with the basketball. Bringing it up. Bird. Guarded by Cookett. Gets to the hole, and he's fouled. Great move by the young fella, getting downhill, getting himself to the free throw line. You're tuned in right now to the iBall Radio Game of the Week, here from Sparkman High School. Sparkman versus Bob Jones, 58-35, 9.6 seconds left in the third quarter. Bird at the line to shoot two. The first one is up and good. Substitution for Bob Jones into the game, number 21, Jaden Green. Out. Number 5, BJ Carter. Second free throw on the way for Bird. And it's short.
That's the end of the third quarter. 59 for Sparkman, 35 for Bob Jones. We'll be right back.
And 59-35, Sparkman leads Bob Jones. Here from the iBall Radio Game of the Week. You're tuned in right here on iBallRadio.com and the iBall Radio YouTube page. Derek Williams, Lance Gilbert, Breezy's at home, producing from the studio.
Bob Jones has got to make some shots. They have it's a make or miss game, and they've just not made enough tonight.
It really is. And I'm going to tell you, man, Bob Jones just isn't very deep. That's just how it boils down. Once they get past their starting five, they struggle. Here we are, man. Started the fourth quarter. Bob Jones with the basketball. Sparkman with the basketball. Up 59-35. Bird on the wing. Guarded by Robinson. Crossover, gets to the paint. Kicks it out. Throws it away. Almost, but he keeps it. And they call a foul. I don't know if the referee knew what he wanted to call. Patriots foul on Robinson. That's his first personal foul. D. Williams kicks it over. Bird in the corner, quick shot, and it's good. Bob Jones with the basketball. Ethan Worthington going downhill, beats it, reverse layup. Nice lay by Ethan Worthington. Full court pressure by Bob Jones. Sparkman beats it over to Bird. Bird over to Bass. Bass swings it over to Williams. Williams dribbles downhill, and he lays it up and in. Ethan Worthington with the basketball. Kicks it over to Cookett. Cookett fakes the dribble handoff, spin, gets to the lane, up, and he's fouled.
I tell you what, Sparkman's confidence from the very first of this game to now is through the roof.
I think Sparkman came out, Bob Jones came out with the energy. However, I think that energy was redirected in the wrong direction, which came with 3 first quarter technical fouls, which absolutely took them out of their rhythm for the rest of the game. Cook it at the line, shooting 2. The first one's up and good. Second free throw is up and good. Substitutions for Sparkman. Into the game, number 11, Jeremiah Gardner, his first action of the game. Also number 5 back in, Landon Malone. Replacing Johnson and Hicks. Sparkman with the basketball. D. Williams up top, guarded by Robinson in the full court. Pushing. Swings it over to Malone. Backdoor cut. Little flex action by Sparkman. D. Williams with the 3 ball. Short. And it's off Bob Jones. Stays with Sparkman. Threadgill took it back with a little flex action, little cross screen, down screen right there. Back into the game, Jacob Parks, who's been on the bench 6 minutes in the third quarter when he picked up his 4th personal foul. Can he stay out of foul trouble? And it's thrown away on the inbounds. Parks up, misses, it gets it blocked by Malone. MJ Robinson, and he knocks down the 3-pointer. Timeout on the floor, Bob Jones, full timeout. 63-42, 6:22 left here in the ball game. Staying right here. You're right here with us on the iBall Radio Game of the Week from Sparkman High School. Sparkman versus Bob Jones. Make sure you check us out on iBall Radio, iBallRadio.com. Make sure you go get your iBallRadio.com subscription. And also go to the iBall Radio YouTube page and subscribe. We can also find us across all social media at iBall Radio, little IBALL Radio, on Instagram, Facebook, and Twitch. Make sure you tune in with us.
And Christmas is coming. Be sure to put an iBall Radio swag in somebody's stocking.
Make sure, man. Go to iBallRadio.com, click on the shop button, and go get your iBallRadio.com iBall Radio gear. You need it. If you don't have it, you need it in your life. Coming back right now, Sparkman basketball. 63-42, 6:22 left in the game. Sparkman to throw it in, gets it in to D. Williams. Guarded by Lockett, and Lockett makes him turn it over. Gets downhill, Euro step, and one. Big time steal and basket by Harrison Lockett.
I'm not going to say anything, but one of the last times we had a Bob Jones game.
Listen, Lance, don't say it. The last time we had a Bob Jones, the margin wasn't this wide. However, the last time we had a Bob Jones game, we said it was over, and we were calling it over, and they came back, and it was not over. And Lockett misses the free throw. Eli Bannister with the basketball. Kicks it up court to Howard. Howard to Johnson, back to Howard. Howard up top in between the circles. Calling out the play, throws it on the left wing to Bannister. Bannister looking, swings it over to Johnson. Zach Johnson drives downhill, and he turns it over. Oh, they call it off. Bob Jones stays with Sparkman. Sparkman to throw it in, kicks it over. Eli Bannister up top with it, back over to Tyreek Clark. Clark on the right wing. Coach Threadgill calling out what he wants on the play. Tyreek Clark handling it. Look at Harrison Lockett is one. Listen, he has the perfect last name because he is a lockdown on-ball defender. He is giving the ball handlers for Sparkman fits right now. Gets called for the foul right there. However, Tyreek Clark up top, still guarded by Lockett. Lockett pushes him right. Over to Bannister, skip past the Bannister. Bannister, quick inside to Johnson. Inside another Johnson. Johnson to Johnson. Sounds like some baby powder, but basket right there by Zach Johnson for Sparkman. Ethan Worthington up top for Bob Jones with the basketball. Jacob Park sets the screen. Worthington gets off. Lefty lay. Nice. Almost a turnover there. And Landon Howard with the nice layup. 67-46, 4:40 left in the fourth quarter. Ethan Worthington driving, and he gets it stolen. Zach Johnson. And one! Had the Luka Doncic slow step. Very nice move by the big man, getting the steal, pushing it up full court, and able to stay under control and finish through contact and get the and one. Big time play by Zach Johnson here, making the score 69-46, 4:30 to go.
Every time you think Bob Jones is about to make a push, here comes Sparkman.
Here comes Sparkman. Free throw for Johnson is up and good. Harrison Lockett pushed it up. Ty Pace, pull up, jump shot, air ball. Eli Bannister tries to save it off Jacob Parks. Jacob Parks gets it back, corner three, no good. Rebound, MJ Robinson. Robinson turns around, runs out to the three-point line. His shot is off. Stolen by Worthington. Worthington, his three-point shot is short. Rebound, Lockett. Lockett goes up, right-hand layup, and it's good. Timeout, Coach Starkey. You're right, Lance. It seems as if every single time Bob Jones got the opportunity to cut the lead down or go on a slight run, Sparkman has responded and answered every single time.
And you know, Bob Jones has been in that press and a couple times just inches away from getting a turnover and trying to go get a basket. But hey, credit to Sparkman. They've handled it and they've made shots. That's what it's all about.
That's what it's all about, man. You saw Coach Starkey come out a couple of times in that first half with a couple of different defenses. You saw him run the 1-3-1 full court. And now in the second half, keeping that pressure up, he's really been running man-to-man defense the entire game, right? And, well, the entire second half, full court. And it's given Sparkman some problems. However, I think it's been a little bit undisciplined on the back end, which is giving up some of those easy layups.
And the interesting thing to me is Sparkman's defense is not overwhelming. They've given them some open shots. Bob Jones just can't make shots tonight.
Yeah, they just been off. They haven't. Like I say, I'm gonna go back to it and I'm gonna say it again. Those 3 technical fouls in the first quarter are the difference in this basketball game. Sparkman basketball out underneath. Eli Bannister throws it deep to Zach Johnson. Johnson misses the layup. Great defense by Jacob Park to play without fouling. Lockett over to Pace. Pace driving baseline. He tries to throw it and it's knocked out of bounds by Johnson. Stays with Bob Jones.
I hate to say that something like that really shifted the momentum of the game, but that was huge.
It was. Crossover by Lockett. Gets to the hole and he's fouled.
I mean, from that point, it was 10-2. And
it was 10-2 Bob Jones.
Bob Jones was making threes. I mean, it was I was like, whoa.
Right.
This is going to be serious. And it just shows you that momentum means something.
First free throw by Lockett is good. Second one is up and it's short. Rebound, loose ball, picked up by Clark. Another loose ball, over to Johnson, Worthington, and he's fouled. Going to the line, Zach Johnson to shoot 2.
While he's getting ready for this free throw, look at videographer Rowe right beside us here. We got them all.
Yeah, we got Lens Lady in the building. We got 2 Live Q in the building. We got Cluxton Breakdown in the building. I mean, some of these guys I'm not even familiar with, but I'm telling you, it's about 10 of them right here in front of us. What you call it? Videographer Rowe. Wet spot on the floor.
We even had one said yearbook.
Yearbook. The yearbook videographer's in the building. Going to the line to shoot 2 free throws, Zach Johnson. First one is up, and it's short. Second free throw on the way. Second free throw by Johnson is up, and it's no good. Rebound, tipped it. Gets his own rebound, goes up, and puts it in. Zach Johnson with the hustle play to get his own rebound off the free throw and knock it down. Jacob Parks going baseline, lays it up, misses it, gets his own rebound, goes up again, and puts it in.
That was another big play in the first half that really shifted momentum yet again. Was he blocked Parks' dunk and then went down and got a big basket.
Three ball from the corner is good for London Howard.
When it's rolling, it's rolling.
When it's rolling, it's rolling. Harrison Lockett with the crossover drive baseline, turns it over. Bannister turns it over to Parks. Parks gets it, takes the quick three, no good. Rebound by Johnson. Johnson kicks it up to Howard. Howard, floater, no good. Rebound tapped out by Johnson, picked up by Parks. Parks over to Worthington. Worthington pushing it up on transition. Skip pass over to Ty Pace. Ty Pace to the corner to Lockett. Corner three, and it's good. Timeout, Coach Starkey. 30-second timeout. Final timeout for Bob Jones. 75-54, 2:19 left here in the game. And Lance, the crowd is headed to the exits.
The parking lot's full now.
Hey, listen, a lot of parking lot pimping going on. I'm sure it's a parking lot pimping going on. And I got my man 2 Live Q standing here to my left. He asked me for a prediction before the game. I am not going to let him tell you what I said. So if he goes online and says I said something, he is lying. I'm telling y'all here live right now, iBallRadio.com, that 2 Live Q, whatever he said I said before this game, he's telling a lie. Just know that. Hey, listen, I make all my predictions with a pencil because I got an eraser.
Hey, one good thing, this is not an area game for either team. It's a good game, proximity neighborhood-wise, but there's still a lot of basketball to be played in this season.
Indeed. Eli Bannister on the kick up, head fake, out to Tyreek Clark, spin, puts it on the floor, getting double teamed. Throws it to Malone. Malone out to Johnson for 3. No good. Tipped around. Worthington with the rebound. Kicks it up to Pace. Pace throws it up to Jacob Parks, and Jacob Parks dunks it in. Full timeout by Coach Threadgill. He is not happy. He is not happy with his squad right now. Up big, you start to get a little lazy, undisciplined. But what Coach Threadgill knows is that can bleed over into the next game. So that's a good timeout, in my opinion, by Coach Threadgill to pull his team together and let them know, hey, we got to stay locked in.
Yeah, you're still forming habits that you want to form the right habits so that when March comes and you're playing for a spot in the area championship, you have the right habit to finish out the game.
Facts, because Sparkman is a team in that they're in a tough area. They're in the area of Huntsville High, Albertville, who you picked to win that area, and Grissom, right? We will be back in Huntsville in North Alabama on Friday for Athens versus Tanner. Make sure you tune in. Athens versus Tanner on Friday. Then next Tuesday, we will be in Clay Chalkville for Clay Chalkford versus Shades Valley. And then next Friday, we'll be back in Huntsville for the Columbia versus Grissom game at Columbia for our iBall Radio games of the week. So stay tuned with all things iBall Radio. 75-56, 155 left in the ball game. Sparkman with the basketball. Eli Bannister to throw it in. He throws it into Johnson. He almost turns it over. Picked up by Tyreek Clark. Tyreek Clark over to Malone. Malone comes across. He's being trapped. Over to Bannister. Bannister back to Clark. Over to Johnson. Back to Clark. They're playing a little keep away. No shot clock on tonight. Backcourt call.
I was going to ask you about that. I thought all 7A agreed to play with a shot clock.
Great question. Yeah, they called backcourt. However, the ball was tipped by Bob Jones. Centered his basketball. 136 left in the game. 75-56. Sparkman on top. Malone going downhill, and he lays it up and in and one.
He's played well tonight.
He has. Malone has really showed me some things in this basketball game. Landon Malone, a guy about 6'5", 6'6". We were concerned about Sparkman's size. However, he's shown that he's able to be the beef for Sparkman so far early on in their first game of the season.
He's gotten tough baskets,
yep,
as well as defended the rim very well.
And he's knocked down that free throw. Mass substitutions for Sparkman as Coach Threadgill clears the bench, giving some guys some opportunities to play.
22. My Magic 8 Ball did not give me that prediction.
Not at all. Harrison Lockett with the basketball. Ty Pace with the crossover. Gets downhill. Stolen away on the fast break. Big time block by Jacob Parks. However, goaltending was called. Basket good by number 13, Jonathan Collier for Sparkman.
I can't give this officiating crew an A+.
Oh, not at all. Not at all. 80-56. MJ Robinson, three-point shot up, no good. Kick out. Worthington from corner, no good. Robinson with the rebound, back out to Worthington. Worthington with fake dribbles, gets downhill, and he's fouled.
I think for Bob Jones to be successful this year, Worthington is going to have to really step his game up.
He really is. He got in early foul trouble. He had 2 early fouls, and he had to sit most of the first half, which put him in a disadvantage.
And like you said, they're not deep at all this year.
Exactly.
And so that just means that they got to depend on him a whole lot more.
Right. Like I say, when guys get in foul trouble for Bob Jones, it is a huge drop-off from that starting 5. Jacob Parks with the 3 is no good. Over to MJ Robinson. Robinson to the corner to Lockett. Lockett jab step, drives baseline, throws it out to Robinson. Robinson at top of the key 3. It's short by Sparkman. Kicks it over to Collier as he brings it up. Throws it across court to Gardner. Gardner back to Collier. Collier trapped up top. Over to Kennedy, and he's fouled.
This is just one of those games for Bob Jones where you don't even mention it at practice tomorrow. You just get back to work.
Right, because we watched them last week, and they lost to Huntsville High. They play Huntsville High better than this. And Huntsville High and Sparkman being in the same area, they haven't played yet. However, who's the better team? I don't know if Bob Jones put up their best effort in this basketball game today. First throw up is no good for Kennedy. Second on the way. It's so good. Worth it. Kick out. Get out. Move. Kicks it over to Robinson. D3. Off the rim. No good. And we'll do it. And there you have it. 80-56 Sparkman. It's Bob Jones here from the iBall Rio Game of the Week. Sparkman High School. We'll be right back to wrap it up with Coach Threadgill after this message. There we go. And we're back here live from the iBall Radio Game of the Week here from SPARKMAN High School. And I'm here with Coach Obadiah Threadgill. Coach, great win on the night. First game of the season. Kind of tell me your thoughts on how tonight went.
First of all, thank you guys for being here. What an atmosphere on a Wednesday night.
See, I don't do this thread.
I understand.
You know what I'm saying? Like this outside my wheelhouse.
I'm doing more than that. Thank you, Bert.
Ask him, is it back up? Tell him I'm recording the board. We'll just pull it. All right, we're gonna do this one more time. Check, check, check. We're right back. And we're back here from the iBall Radio Game of the Week. Here with the winning coach from SPARKMAN High School, Obadiah Threadgill. Coach, your first game of the season. Huge win over a rival, Bob Jones, man. Kind of tell me about your thoughts on tonight.
And I was a little worried that they had already played 2 games and got their legs up under them. We didn't get a chance to open up last week like we wanted to. But we just challenged our guys, man, to come out and play SPARKMAN center the basketball. To be aggressive, we want to be fast, we want to be physical, we want to be tough. You know, good things and bad things going to happen. We want to be able to ride that wave of emotion and not worry about a bad shot or not worry about them making a big play. They got some really good players. They're really well coached. But I see this every day with these guys. You know what I mean? I see it every day with them. And these kids have been coming in here at 5:30, 5:45 a.m. I'm talking about a lot.
Wow.
Like they're doing 2 a day, pretty much. You know, we get to the point now we're going to back off that a little bit. But Hayes in the barn. You know, at this point, we just making little adjustments here and there. We got a great group of guys. I got a great staff of guys around those guys. We got supportive administration. We got great parents. And, you know, these guys are allowing me and allowing us to all coach them.
So we talked a couple of weeks ago at Media Day, but I'm going to go back even further. Me and you had a conversation down in Montgomery at Alabama State during the June live period, right? And you talked and you said, I'm young, but I got a bunch of guards. I asked you, were you concerned about your size? You were like, no, because I got some guys that can really go. They showed that tonight. These guys came out, and you had a bunch of guys hit a bunch of threes in this game. Kind of talk about the way y'all shot the basketball tonight.
We did a 4-minute shooting drill the other day, and I set a target for them, a 4-minute shooting drill, 4-line, we call it 4-ball shooting. We do it every single day. You know, and I set different targets. The first 4 minutes, they shot a certain number, and it was a little bit under them. I think we were aiming for 70 or 75. I think they went 49.
Okay.
Now, at the same time, this is 6:30 in the morning. They shot 4 minutes and went 49. They went right back down there and went 90. If you guys can find the 80 range, it's going to be hard to beat. You just can't key on one of them.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like Eli can get it going any minute. D. Williams can get it going any minute. Landon Howard might be one of the most special 10th graders in the state that nobody knows about.
Man, he showed up tonight.
He is on ball defense. He has a brother that's a pro. His mom and dad are man, you talking about basketball junkies. They are everywhere all the time, and they really support him. You know, Zach Johnson had a big night tonight. You didn't see Landon, Landon Malone when we did the Meet the Center because he was hurt.
Right, exactly.
He's a monster. You know, he's playing a little fast today, but he's a special kid, man. We got a special group of guys. And the sky's really the limit for these guys. You know, nobody really gave these guys a shot. You know what I mean? We coming in and we having to clean up some things.
Right.
But they are allowing us to do it.
Man, you had a young kid come in today, Bird. And I think he didn't miss a shot the whole first half.
Like that.
Right. And he was making shots and he had the confidence to shoot it. Kind of talk about his stepping up into a big game like this, his first real varsity action.
Joker is instant offense. He is instant offense. You know, he will pass it, but he's definitely looking to shoot it first.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? At 14 years old, he got the heart of a lion.
Right.
The crazy part is, I got 4 more just like him. You know what I mean? They aren't as aggressive as him.
Right.
But they fit right into what our team wants to do because they get off the ball a little bit better. But he just had to go on tonight, man. I let him play extended minutes. He just had it going. I said, I'm going to take him out when he missed a shot.
Wow.
Joker didn't miss a shot.
He didn't miss a shot all first half.
He's special, man. Again, we got 3 or 4 more that's just like him. Like they best of friends. You know, he's a part of a group that went 19-0 last year in the middle school, won the city tournament. You know, I'm just blessed, man, to be around these kids every day. You know what I mean?
Right.
It's a blessing.
So, Coach, let's I know they didn't shut the lights off on us, so they're telling us to get out of here. But I got one more question for you. You're in a tough area, Coach, and we talked about this at Media Day. However, now that you've gotten a win up under your belt, you've gotten a game up under your belt, how do you feel like your team stacks up because you've been able to look at everybody else in your area play, right? They hadn't been able to see you play. How do you think you stack up against the rest of the area?
And I feel good. You know, obviously, talk about Coach Spears and Huntsville Panther, they just got so much size and so much shoe.
Right.
You know what I mean? But and that is a problem we have to deal with when we deal with.
Mm-hmm.
But Albertville is really well coached. They got some good players, but we got some good players too.
Right.
And I like to think our coaches are pretty okay. You know what I mean? And I told the guys for the game, man, I trust you. You know what I mean? I trust you. I coach you really hard. I fuss at them all the time, not in the game.
Right.
I'm not gonna fuss at them overly in the game. At this time, it's time to see the combination of your work.
Right.
So I feel really good. You know, Grissom down there on the Parkway. You know, they're probably the youngest team out of all of us.
Mm-hmm.
You know, Coach Dawson, his group. But I feel good, man. We're not real big. We're big enough.
Right.
You know, we are scrappy. I knew we were gonna play hard. I knew we was gonna shoot the ball. You know what I mean? So any night we can go in and we can be tough mentally. I feel like we got a shot every night. Like if we don't allow our emotions to get in the way, we don't allow the crowd to dictate how we feel. We don't allow the referees to dictate how we feel, how we play the next position, how we show up the next position, the next bit, and we just let those things stack themselves up. We just trust our process.
So, Coach, last one, and we getting out of here, man. We watched you tonight, and you had a big lead, so you were able to play a lot of guys. However, in that first half, you still probably played 10 players. You guys are extremely deep, right? Is that something that you're going to lean on that depth for the rest of the season?
I know that we're in shape, and we got a lot of guys that can make shots, a lot of guys that can handle the ball, a lot of guys that can play basketball. It's not a lot of guys on that bench that I look down and I'm just not gonna let them play. We got a lot of them, you know what I mean? And again, we played 3 freshmen tonight, and I feel as confident in them. You know what I do as anybody. You know, they may make a mistake, but they can get it back on offense. They can get it back on defense. So you know, we got some things we got to work on. Our rebounding, things we got to work on with our side. We want to leak out. You know, we want to fix. We got to fix some things. But again, man, we gonna play every night 8, 9, 10, 8, 9, 10. So I'm looking at some of these teams, and as good as they are, guys trying to go 6 and 7, but we just gonna see how good a shape they in.
That's right.
We're gonna find out.
We're gonna find out, man. And there you have it, man. Coach Obadiah Threadgill of the SPARKMAN Senators here after they beat Bob Jones 80-56 here in their season opener here at the iBall Radio Game of the Week. We will be right back after this to wrap up here from SPARKMAN.
Man, thank you.